Howdy everybody, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the Art Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. And today I'm coming to you with a nice big stack of records, maybe a story or two. But first of all, I just like to hold up this. Oh my God, it's in the stack back there, and I call this doll Dirty Sticky Baby doll, Dirty Sticky Baby, because the doll's dirty and it was sticky first, but I can't even remember how I got it. I think I saw it on eBay, and it's just so creepy looking that I had to pick it up. I've got some doll heads around here because creepy doll heads, what can you say? They attract me, Manic Mark, to them. So anyway, I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes I just do stuff. So I did this. I got this, and it's dirty and sticky, and it's because it's made out of some kind of plastic latex material that's decaying, so it's like always decaying, kind of like sliming, and it's the most disgusting thing. That's why I'm sharing it. Just set it over here by the hand. Stories, okay. It's the day after Christmas Record Madness. So being the day after Christmas, I have to tell my only Christmas story, which is we unwrapped presents. Now the wife didn't have a headache, which was a good deal at the beginning of the day. So we got through the unwrapping of the presents. And it's not, we got things, just both of us, that we just sort of like, okay, that'll help on this. But the main thing was always on Christmas, I give Mr. Burns, the mini pen, who's 15 years old now, a toy in a box. And he knows which box is his. He picks it out. I open it for him, and he gets so excited. It's not like any other box I could be opening. He would be like, oh, that's just a human deal in there. Not for me, king of the toys, me, Mr. Burns. So I opened the thing. He's like, he can't wait to get in there and let me cut the tags off of it and everything. It was just a little squirrel-like thing. I know the kind of the ones he's really attracted to. Anyway, so he goes after. He's going crazy, and then we open our presents, and both the dogs are around. They're having a great time. So then he goes over and he wants another toy. So he sticks his head in the box because I guess he can smell. It's the toy that's been in the box for 3 weeks. He sticks his head in, and he's got the head stuck in a box with the box and the wrapping paper, and like trying to get another toy. Anyway, it was just a great moment. Okay, that's enough of that story. So when I went shopping for records today, I got there a little bit late, and there was one of the collectors I recognize, I've run into 3 or 4 times. He's already gone through the whole stack. I'm like, oh boy, because I was a little bit late getting out the door. Was there first thing in the morning. Anyway, but he left me stuff that I'm interested in. I don't know what he got. I have no idea. But anyway, there was stuff there that I like. So then the interesting story is like, oh my God, it's like I knew the day after Christmas was kind of busy. I mean, I just heard stories, and I normally wouldn't go out, but I had to go to the grocery store. So anyway, there I am in the store, and it's like, so he fortunately, that guy was going through the same way I was going through, so we didn't compete with each other. And then I would kind of go over to the section I needed to go through where somebody can't really get, in front of me and mess with my mind. But all these people were like hovering over this little record cube. It's not a big display at this half-price books. Hovering all over and reaching over like, And I'm like, I'm in a good mood. It's not really bothering me like it normally does. I just want to do one of these. It was okay. So but then there's this kid came in with this, and I kind of looked. I sort of looked at him, and he's with his girlfriend. She kind of like short blonde Miley Cyrus hair. I really didn't look that hard. Anyway, he's like flipping through a few things, and they're flipping through, and they kind of look down at the 50-cent records, and I hear him say, "Well, there's got to be some good stuff here somewhere. We just got to find somebody here that knows their shit." I'm not going to raise my hand because what do I know? So then this guy is talking to him, and I'm not paying attention to him. I think that they're talking to a store employee, but finally, after they leave, and I turn to look at the guy, I realize that he's just another collector that I talked to before. But he's more of your average collector that collects the stuff that I don't give a crap about, like Beatles albums and all that kind of stuff, you know. I would never find it. I look for it. I'm not, you know, anyway. So, but the interesting thing was, the kid was like, you know, we can get any AC/DC. And the guy goes, oh, well, you know, really, that stuff comes in just now and then. It's not here very much. And he goes, well, how about Skid Row or Def Leppard? He's, well, you can go to the Guitar World store next door, and they have some records now reissued. I'm thinking, who would want, you know, we all, never mind. I'm not going to the reissue thing anyway. But I figured this. Why can't you just get online and find stuff? I'm not even going to get into the whole debate about what he. Never mind. Oh my God. The point is the kid took his girlfriend and they went next door because they were looking for AC/DC. He goes, let's go next door and see if we can find something we can listen to. So they couldn't find anything in half-price books. That was the only interesting story that went on way too long. And except for I went to Myers and I'm walking around, I'm pushing my cart, and this lady just walks by me and she gives me a big smile and she goes, oh my God. And she said something halfway through it, and in my head, I'm thinking this was the lady that said something to me at Half Price Books while I'm waiting to check out, like, oh, you found a lot of records today. And I'm like, yeah. So I think it's the same woman, and I said, oh, there you are again. And she looked at me, she goes, what? There are a lot of children in here, and they're screaming. They're screaming children everywhere I go. And I went, what? I don't know anything. I wasn't paying attention. It wasn't the same woman. All 50-cent records from the 50-cent bin, starting with an early Dolly Parton, just because I'm a woman. This is before Dolly started getting like cartoon character-like. This is back in her pre-cartoon character days. And I like her singing. I like her singing quite a bit, so I bought that. She looks pretty good on the cover of that album. Dolly Parton. Anyway, okay, there you go. It's the Ventures Telstar. Everybody's got at least one of these. I have a couple. And it was just so marvelously minty fresh that I had to pick it up again. There's some oddities in this bunch I'm going to point out before I get too far. Before people are like, ugh. It's the day after Christmas. I've got other things to do that are better than to sit here and watch me Manic Mark. Really? Oh, the other story. There is one other story. I gotta tell this story because it's not over with yet and you want to follow it. It's like a soap opera. So the whole deal is, it's the day after Christmas. Nobody's doing anything, so there's plenty of time to sit here and listen to me tell another story, right? So I'm buying crap to work on the bathroom, to redo the bathroom this year. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move some light, all the wiring and light fixtures and everything. So I'm gonna put a couple light fixtures in, but because of the way I'm doing the bathroom, there's nothing I can find that I like in the way of light fixtures, including spending hours and hours and hours looking at vintage fixtures. Nothing's gonna work. What's in my head the way I want to do it. So then I got this really wacky idea that art glass bowls. There's an Italian maker of art glass called Murano, probably mispronounced that makes real sort of organic, pulled like bowls. They're just all kind of wacky. And I have some glass drilling tools, and I thought I'll just drill and make my own shades out of this really awesome art glass that I can find for much cheaper than you can buy vintage fixtures for. Okay, they aren't going to work anyway. So I find, but it's hard to find the big size I want, the big size, like 14, 15 inch. So I spent hours and hours and hours, and I finally found one. I made an offer on it. I won. Shipping was $14. Okay, I'm excited about it. It comes. It's on the porch. I pick it up, and I can hear it clinking on the inside. It's broken. I don't even have to open the box. I know it's broken. So I open the box. And I'm like, this is not a good box. The box was single ply cardboard. I'm gonna put here's a picture right there. Oh my God, look at it. Look at how, okay, so look at the size of the bowl. I know it's kind of broken and flatter now, but you can tell that the bowl barely fit in the box, up and down, side to side, front to back. barely fit. And the box is a one-ply, it's almost like a paper bag. It's a one-ply box, okay? So they put a couple layers of bubble wrap around the thing, and they put it in a field of like popcorn, peanuts, and some scrap cardboard and stuff, just ridiculously loose inside the thing. So all it took during the holiday rush, shipping rush, was for the post office to just throw it on a stack or drop it on the floor one time, and it was going to break. It did. Okay, so I take this photograph of it, not this one. I took another one where I just kind of opened it up a little bit, just pulled it out enough to show him that the guy was broken. Emailed it to him. I said, here's a sad photograph of the broken piece of art glass. And I get a reply, it's insured. Here's your shipping information. Take it up with USPS. I'm like, what? I paid for economy shipping, $14. He sends me information that the shipping was $7.29. How it shipped priority mail for $7.29, even if the box was, maybe it was just light enough. I don't know. It seemed like it should have been more. Anyway, so I sent them another. I said, wait a minute. You packed this thing not the best way, and now you want to hand me off to USPS? And I get another email back, yeah, we put fragile stickers all over it and packed it really well. And I'm like, oh. Then I sent him the photograph I showed you, and I said, look, you know, you can see it wasn't put in a box very well. And then the next email I get back is like, oh, I remember packing that. I put extra bubble wrap on the edges. And I'm like, what? Take it up with USPS. I'm like, Jesus Christ. See, now, you know, in the insurance, the USPS have all that covered, right? Oh, bring in the package, let's look at it. We'll need an estimate from you on what this is really worth. And I mean, you know, it's going to be hell on earth. It's going to take a long time, and there's no guarantee that you're going to get reimbursed for it. Anyway, that's as far as I know, unless they've upgraded from the last time I had to deal with it. Anyway, now, so my last message says, I'm not going to be passed off. This is the horrible packing. You did a shitty, I didn't say that. I didn't use cuss words. It's not a good job packing. It doesn't matter if you put extra bubble wrap on it. You can see this. So anyway, they got a thing on eBay, and now they're probably, you know, I don't know what's going to happen next. Where it is now is and on their thing they say, oh, 100% satisfaction. Please contact us before leaving negative feedback. We'll do everything we can. Like, oh, really? No, they were dismissive of me to begin with. Get out of here. Go to USPS. Okay, well, no, because you're responsible for the way you pack this first before I, would deal with the USPS. So anyway, so now it's at the stage where I've asked eBay to step in and to look at it, and since they, padded the shipping, and they have this guarantee they threw in, which is just in the description, doesn't actually have probably any weight as far as in the real world of contractual weight. It may, I don't know. Anyway, it just pissed me off so much, and I haven't left negative feedback yet because I've only done that one time in like 11 years, and I hate doing it, but I'm going to do it in this case. It's just ridiculous, and it was ridiculous the way they handled it. I don't handle people that way. Anyway, oh my God, he went through that whole thing. How interesting was that? I don't know. I mean, in my head, I have no idea how interesting. It's more interesting that you're going to do this thing with the shade. So I bought this threaded rod and these caps, and I'm going to drill the thing and put this threaded rod up in the ceiling, and then it's going to be marvelous. Anyway, let's go on to another record. Let's do the twist. It's a budget twist record on Diplomat with the Candyman, Randy Andy, and the Candyman, Joey D, and the Starlighters play and sing The Girl I Walked to School. That's because they didn't have enough material to fill the album, so they just found something and threw it in there. You know how it goes. Here's a premium Liberty album, their premium gatefold Liberty album, Gypsy Mandolin music. I can't believe I have to just listen to it because Liberty was such a good label. Maybe it's interesting. Usually, when you buy Gypsy music, I like the cover art. It's usually hot and sassy. But the music is usually like, I just don't, it's the cover I like. A few country albums, Lynn Anderson, I know she's known on chart, but I just picked it up because they were there. I find it interesting to listen to it. Another Lynn Anderson, Here She Is at Home. Here she is next to her sculpture of a bear. It's a bear sculpture, like a polar bear. Oh, I love the polar bear. I'm going to put it in my house because I like polar bears. They're cute. It's Jean Shepherd on Hilltop. Hello, old broken heart. And there are a number of these albums in the bin, which I'm going to have to ask you a question. Now, what do you think about when you find one of these? I buy these because I think the covers are fun, okay? These hot rod album sort of things. But all they are recordings of engine noise. The whole thing, both sides. Recordings of engine noise. As far as I can tell, usually, as far as I can tell. Normally, the ones I've gotten, right? Even if you're a car guy, right? How interesting could two sides, 33 1/3, two sides of engine noise be to you, even as a car guy? It would just seem repetitive and boring, wouldn't it? I mean, that's my question. Why didn't anybody make records like this? Why do people, it must have been some appeal somehow. I just don't know what it is. That's what I'm asking. Speaking of things that have limited appeal, it's another gospel album. In this case, it's the Country Gospel Trio from Newport, Kentucky. I may have this. I know I've got music by them, but I'm not sure if I have this one. There they are. There's a photograph on the back. I should show that. Yep, there you go. It's the Agape Singers. It's local also on Artist Records. It's a bunch of teenagers with sort of long hair and short dresses. They're like getting down for the Lord. There's a lot of like brass on here, like saxes and clarinets and flutes and stuff like that. So that'll be interesting. Here's another Liberty Premium album. This looks good. The Unique Rhythms of Richard Marino. Okay, I haven't seen this one before. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but it sure looks promising. I think maybe I've had this one before. It was 50 cents. I brought it home. It's actually on RCA late in the game. Is there a date? No. But it's some guy wearing a weird rhinestone sparkly shirt. And he covers, the name of the album is Feelings. So he covers Feelings, which, and it's not a long version, fortunately. Feelings, usually, that's a 6-minute, 7-minute, 8-minute song. If you do it right. In this case, it's only 3 minutes and 43 seconds, so it's probably not any good. Here's another one. Like, what the hell? Who? Shango? Trampin'? Well, I held up. What did I hold up one? I held up one last week. I'm like, what is this? I have no idea. But it was like a really popular sort of like pop rock group. I don't remember. Never mind. Okay, Kenny Vernon. Another Kenny Vernon album. This is me, Kenny Vernon. Kenny Vernon and the Boondockers use Fender guitars and amplifiers. Exclusively on all recordings and personal appearances. Notes written by Waylon Jennings. Good old Waylon. A really clean copy of one of the Venture's most funnest albums where they cover the Batman theme. Green Hornets, Secret Agent Man, the Man from U.N.C.L.E. Get Smart theme. All you great secret agent music type deals there. This was a fabulous cover that I'm glad I got it and wasn't all beat up. It's this man and this woman having some champagne or wine or whatnot, right there on the bear, the stuffed bear rug deal. I bet Lynn Anderson would like to have like wine sitting on the stuffed bear deal there. I would think cigarettes or smoking cigarettes. It's a Great Bad Habits cover. It's Jacques Deix, a French piano player. Probably, it's all cocktail. Usually when it says continental, it means boring piano music. That's usually what it is. Okay, 1968 Jazz for Sunday Afternoon. Oh boy, did I remember the date on that? Oh, I did. Oh my God. Jazz. It's a compilation of these people. There. Okay. Got one of these. Maybe I've got two of them. Everybody has at least one. It's one of Jack Costanzo's best record, Naked City. Okay, one of his cooler albums. It's Frankie Carly. Oh my God, I've been pronouncing his name wrong. I just bought it because it's like these made-up shotguns with 2 barrels on them. It was just an hysterical cover. Picked it up. This looks like it's probably going to be awesome. It's Scrambler. It's Frankie. No, it isn't. Why did I say that? The Shandels. Anyway, Scrambler 6-pack. I don't know. It's an original. It's Lloyd Green. Picked it up because there's like a cover of Orbit and Ruby on it. This is the guy that toured the United States playing steel guitar on a canoe. Wherever he could, pull his canoe up, he would put on a concert. And, no, I'm just making it up. It's the Fleetwood's greatest hits. Run, run, run away, run away, run away, run away. Is it that them? I'm just guessing. I have no idea. This is another, which probably came with the racing records, okay, but it's not just Car Noises, it's the T-Bones, which was a studio group that made 2 or 3 records of kind of like, sort of the Beach Boys Ventures kind of drag racing type music. Hopefully I got that right. Oh my God, how many copies of this do you have? Probably about 29. But it was so clean I couldn't pass it up. There you go. And Bailey Muir, the fabulous Space Age guitarist, I think this, don't know, just going to say, maybe this is reissue. I don't recognize the cover, that I have it. I know I've got one of his Hawaiian albums, but I don't remember if, never mind. Anyway, there you go. Walk On By, Leroy Van Dyke. I picked this up because it does have, it's a country thing, I think, but it's got Walk On By on it. Which is a pop song covered into country fashion, I assume. Connie Smith. She does Downtown on this album. That'll be fun to listen. Oh, the other thing he does, the reason I picked this up, because there's a song on called Black Cloud. And any song titled Black Cloud would appeal to me because I look, it's, oh, there it is again. I could probably identify with it. And here's the Ventures album that'd be interesting. It's Bobby Vee meets the Ventures. All right. Wild Night instrumental. Pretty girls everywhere. Okay, it's the Grand Prix. There's 2 Grand Prix albums. Grand Prix Cars, 62 and 59. Yeah, that has to be a collector's copy of Nothing But Automobile Noises, engine noises. Actually, there's somebody addresses the drivers. It's the starting thing, and I just don't get it. This record looks rough. I'm hoping it will play okay because it's the Living Strings played the lively music of the Monkees. Yay! Might have to feature something from this gem. All right, it's Puff the Magic Dragon. I haven't seen this. This company makes Springboard. Made a lot of children's records, but Puff the Magic Dragon is the one with the drug song. That's all about drugs. Every song on it is about drugs. Scarborough Fair's on it. That's about drugs, isn't it? It's Sylvia. It's a soundtrack album. It's Dave Raskin has made some nice music. And I guess this is a movie about a really pretty girl who's crazy. Like she's like, oh, I'm very fragile. I'm not gonna. You got to put all the pieces back together again. Save me, please, save me, because I'm pretty and worth saving. If I was just homely, nobody would care about the cracking, puzzly type thing, putting me back together again. But since I'm really hot, you'll pay attention to me. Okay, Hot Rods USA. Again, just engine noises as far as I can tell. Hot Rod Caravan. Oh my God. The fantastic Sidewinder with unique side-mounted rear engine to Chrysler recorded at the Detroit Nationals. Okay, Somewhere My Love, it's Charlie Bird. Charlie Bird doing some Born Free. Charlie Bird doing Born Free. On the budget label, Modern Sound. It's my coloring book. It's studio dudes doing stuff like Green Onion, okay? Another Mount Vernon music, which is like super budget. Okay, it's Mark Powers and the Society Orchestra. No, can you read that? What is it? How? It's almost impossible to read. It's Dance and Dream. Okay, it's really bad typeface. Wow. All right then. Bossa Nova Goes to the Movies. This is, I think, a pretty budget too. It's interesting. I think I pulled it out, and it's interesting because the company had to cover up the bottom of the record, whatever information was on the bottom of the record, so they put these little stickers on the bottom of both sides to try to cover up wherever this came from, wherever they got it from, and anyway. Lana, here's Lana. What was it? Lana Cantrell. I've got one of her albums, and she has a unique look for the period. It's, even though this is the Twiggy thing, you know, with the short hair, I think about the same time, but you don't since 1968. I'd have to look up the time anyway. But it's unusual. Okay, sort of this boyish appearance on the one album I have. It was pretty darn good. So it was fun to get this. I know I don't have this one, so it'll be interesting to listen to that one. Bell Stereo, Knock 3 Times. Nowhere on this record can I figure out whether or not this is a studio group knockoff. Don Candia, what the hell? I have no idea what this is. Stop holding up and taking up time. Every Inch a Sailor, oh my God. Every Inch a Sailor, sung by Oscar Brand on Elektra. And it's a fun cover. Symphony of Birds. Symphony of Birds by John Dalgas Fritsch. It's Joe Stafford. It's sort of a Christmassy winter record. It's vintage stock by Mary Wells. Mary Wells, Motown. Oh, yeah, that's right. My guy. 1966. Can't believe that was in there. And last but not least, just because it's in the bottom of the stack, and because the cover is amazing. It's Mark IV. And another one's album there, but I know I've got it, so I didn't pick it up. And I don't know if I blogged it because he was just a kid. Now he's probably still preaching. When I find people that are not, still active, I just leave it alone. Okay, I'm having any problems, but I just don't. But anyway, they just, oh my God, it's like it's the Vampire Children's Family. It almost looks like they're wearing red dresses with black capes, and they're very happy vampires. They're very cheerful looking. The Walking Dead, a family of Walking Dead, and you can see the stuff they have in their house. Like they've got this grandfather clock right here, but right in the middle, it's a 70s grandfather clock. Okay, so it's very cheaply produced, possibly even pressboard. Although I'm not, it doesn't even look like real wood. It's very cheaply produced, and then they've got this red bottle of what it could possibly be. It's just a decorative red bottle sitting oddly inside this fake pressboard grandfather clock. And there's some junk on, like some stuff up there, like there's a goblet with cherubs on it. See, now that would indicate that maybe in fact they are into the occult. The Mark IV family. Mark IV. Oh my God. There you go. That's the end of it. Let's go right now, without any further ado, go right into the musical sample.